And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Volunteers will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Handoff from the gun. Running into the open space. Makes it past the marker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Dozier. He hurls one deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Vols are flying down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowned a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Offense changing the play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Peace. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo. And
he motors into the end zone. Touchdown ball! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Dozier. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one, and his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room, it's Denson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Kentucky right back to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Back to throw, it's Dozier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, what a play by this defense. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it up to 20. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Dozier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. And turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Vols in the hurry-up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, you get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, there's an alley. Touchdown, Volunteers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw. It's Dozier. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The run to the left. Plows through the defense.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Looking for a huge play. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two...
There he goes! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Dozier. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. They'll try the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying.
He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Gonna run it. It's Denson. Crosses the 45. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Dozier. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, he unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteer! And once he got...
And guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Dozier. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
Offense facing fourth down.
Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky will put it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he slipped on the ground, and he'll house it. Touchdown, ball! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you
panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here is the Tennessee offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Peace. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Boom. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Defense in press coverage. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable.
He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteer!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense might bring the house here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. He'll start this drive firing. Pulls it in. It's Peace. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I like this offense, keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. And turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him.
Holds it in the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got enough space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peace. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown ball. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end now in motion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love what...
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. But that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Floating away. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after he lost one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He'll ride his man on the option. Rides to back and leaves it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here comes the Heat. Got his man in middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.